One of the ways that I'm going to show how the Marie Holland Library meets the needs of stakeholders is through families. Under the Homework Tech Help tab, they have 3 links that are devoted strictly to families. The first one is, I don't have Microsoft Office on my computer. The second, keeping your computer clean of viruses. And the third, my printer isn't working at home, are all devoted to issues that happen within the home. I'm going to focus on the first one. I don't have Microsoft Office on my computer. Not every family can afford the $150 to download the Student Teacher Edition of Microsoft Office. So the library provides 2 alternatives for students and families to use at home. The first one is Google Docs. This is a free service that lets you create many different types of files and share them anywhere in the world. You can log in to any computer to access your work, and you can also share it to work on group projects together. The second link that she offers is through Microsoft Office. This is another free site that families can use. It also has the different formats, and you can save them as files or PDFs. Another benefit for families is that it is available in hundreds of languages. This is a great benefit for families who may not speak English as their primary language at home. With students increasingly use of the internet to keep up with homework assignments, to do research for school, and to connect with teachers and classmates, the findings suggest that even with government and public-private initiatives to provide discounted internet access, substantial digital inequality still exists. These resources provided by the librarian help families who cannot afford the latest technology and who may not speak English as their native language. As librarians, we must reach out to our families and make sure that our students have the same playing field as their peers. Nancy White states in the Whole School Library Handbook 2 that technology stewards are people with enough experience of the workings of the community to understand its technology needs enough and enough interest in and experience with technology to become leaders in addressing those needs. The second area of stakeholders that the website meets is teachers. Under the Research tab, she has a link for teacher resources. There are 4 different links to click on under this tab. The first one is links to professional organizations. The second one, general teacher resources. The third, instructional materials, Pathfinders and WebQuest. And the fourth, special education resources. Now I'm going to focus on the second one, general teacher resources. If we narrow it down under this field, she has digital storytelling, educational resources. Under educational resources, we have all the different content areas represented. We have literacy, we have Google Lit Trips, we have math, PBS, science, Thinkfinity, English teachers. In addition to all of these resources, you also have the Department of Education. We have federal resources for educational excellence. We also have RTI. So all these different areas are helping the teachers within her building. All members of the learning community now share the roles of teacher, learner, and collaborative partner. WOLS also supports this by stating, during faculty meetings, share books, websites, and other resources to support the classroom curriculum. Put materials on a webpage in teachers' mailboxes and post them in the staff lounge. An area of strength on her website, and the one that really stood out the most to me, is under books, where students can go to find suggestions. She has a checkout calendar, book chats, student book trailers, where students can search for book suggestions on several different sites. Book Finders is up next. These are several different sites that meet several different student needs. Goodreads, where they can follow their friends. What to read next? I don't know. Here I can go to type in books that I've liked, and it will give me new book suggestions. Say a word list. Clean fiction. So no matter what genre you're looking for, there is a link for you. The next section, authors and illustrators, connects students to some of their favorite authors. Digital books and libraries. I know this is one area that my students would have loved. We had a book festival in town and promoted all of the authors that were coming. Some of the books were on hold for literally months. So one way we promoted our students being able to read these books before they met the authors was through audiobooks. So being able to have places to go and download ebooks and audiobooks for free to their device was something that our students really enjoyed. The last section that she has here is poetry sites. A lot of times it's hard to get students hooked on poetry, so providing several alternative places for them to go is definitely a major strength that she has. She does a wonderful job of providing students opportunities to search out resources that would be of interest to them. As the first common belief in the standards for the 21st century learner indicates, the promotion of reading for pleasure and learning remains at the core of the school library program. Learners must have opportunities to read for enjoyment as well as for information. I also believe that having the student book trailers are priceless. Not only does it show off the students' work and talents, but it also shows the students what their peers thought of the books that they have read. A lot of times, students will listen to their peers over anything that us as adults have to say to them. C.D. McLean supports this action in her 50 ways to promote reading in your library with number 22. Podcast or vodcast your book talks. Don't just present to class. Make your own or have your students make a vodcast and keep it on your library's website. One area that I saw as an area for development was test prep. There should be links for students to search on. Here in Tennessee, we have Tell, Discovery, MobyMax, Quizlet, News ELA, Study Island, BrainPop, Kahoot, if you're in an elementary or middle school. In the high school, we had test prep that students could go to. Different Learning Express, Smoop, different sites that the students can go to. Students come to the library to study, and they should be able to find online study tools through the library website. The school librarian provides aids that help learners collect information and data, according to AASL. If we are meeting these needs within the four walls of our media center, we need to be meeting these needs online as well. In the article Tech Tidbits, Testing 1-2 Spring, ACT and SAT Prep Help, Smoop is highly endorsed. Not only that, but Smoop has a free learning guides for many other subjects, including algebra, calculus, biology, music, American history, civics, poetry, Shakespeare, mythology, bestsellers, and even economics. Each section provides support for students working to increase their skills and abilities. He also mentions Learning Express as another free resource that will help with test prep and strengthening student skills. These resources should be somewhere within your library webpage.